Hello moviegoers, welcome to the Master Reviews. I'm your host as always, El Movie Master. Today I am reviewing the Blu-ray of Star Wars The Force Awakens. Oh my god, I can't believe this movie actually exists. And I say that because we've had 3 other movies in the past that were disappointing, and we no longer have to see scenes like this.
Love won't save you, Padme. Only my new powers can do that.
Or scenes like this.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Oh my god, scenes like this.
Now this is pod racing.
Point is, those movies still exist, but we have this film to redeem all that nonsense. So this is going to be a short review because I think by now most people have seen Star Wars The Force Awakens. If you haven't yet, please pause this video, watch the film, and come back because there might be some spoilers in this review. So this movie takes place 30 years after the events of Return of the Jedi, with a new threat known as the First Order, led by Kylo Ren. And my god, Kylo Ren is a great villain. The villain that we needed in a new Star Wars film. No longer do we have to see stuff like this.
And not just the men, but the women. And the children, too. They're like animals, and I slaughtered them like animals. I hate them!
God. One thing that I loved about Star Wars The Force Awakens is that we have the original cast, and we also are introduced to new characters that are compelling and interesting. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there, that are going to say stuff like this. Oh my god, how can you like Star Wars The Force Awakens? It's not original. It's literally the exact same thing as Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. My god, why do you like so many shit movies? Yes, Star Wars The Force Awakens borrows a lot from Episode 4, but I think Disney did a right move in using that. Using the ingredients that make Star Wars a great film, the original movie, and introducing it to a new audience that has probably never seen a Star Wars film. Is this movie a carbon copy of A New Hope? No. It borrows certain elements, but it makes its own story. Yes, we have a new Death Star, or a similar Death Star in this movie is Starkiller Base, but it is not the exact same thing as the Death Star. There's new characters, it's a completely different story. Yes, it has the same sort of feel like A New Hope, but when you come to think about it, most Star Wars films, especially the original trilogy, have a certain flow. They have a similar feel. Even Return of the Jedi has a Death Star just like A New Hope, and it's a completely different film. And it's the same case here with Star Wars The Force Awakens. As for the cast is wonderful. Harrison Ford is back playing Han Solo, and he plays it exactly like he did in the 1980s. Of course, he's playing a more aged and more mature Han Solo, and it's believable that this is how Han Solo would be 30 years after Return of the Jedi. Carrie Fisher as Leia is also great. I wish there was more of her in the film. Maybe we'll get a chance to see more of her in the next film. As for the new cast, Daisy Ridley was great as Rey. I'm excited to see what they do with her character in Episode 8. Same thing with Poe Dameron and Finn. They were all great characters and they have great layers. And that's one of the things that was missing, unfortunately, in the prequel trilogy. This one directed by J.J. Abrams, is wonderful. The only thing I would complain, and again, this is a spoiler if you haven't seen Star Wars The Force Awakens, please watch it. The only thing that I complain about this film is the lack of Luke. We get to see Luke at the end of the film, and it leaves you in a cliffhanger. And I find it curious because when you buy the Blu-ray, you see him in the cover, in the back, and he's only in the film for like 10 seconds. But regardless of that, the movie was very entertaining. The lightsaber sequences were finally grounded. They weren't all this, acrobatic stuff. And while it looked cool in the prequel trilogy, it felt like a dance. It didn't feel like a real fight. It didn't feel visceral. And another complaint that this movie got was that the lightsaber fight between Kylo Ren and Rey was unrealistic because Rey has no knowledge of the Force. And she has no prior training that we know of, because her character, I think, will be developed much more in Episode 8. But she's strong with the Force, and I believed the way they use it in this film. And keep in mind that Kylo was wounded, so he wasn't completely at his maximum level potential, as you want to say. And Snoke mentions that I need to complete his training, so he's not a complete Jedi, and he's a bit of a whiny little kid. He's actually what Anakin Skywalker should have been in the prequel trilogy. So as for the Blu-ray quality of this film, it looks great in Blu-ray. I saw it on my 52-inch 1080p high-definition TV. It looks wonderful. The special features, it has a lot of special features. There's another version of this Blu-ray that I would recommend picking up, which I didn't know it had more features. I didn't do my research. There's one that's a Target exclusive, and it has much more features. And I think there's also deleted scenes on both versions, whether you buy this one or the one from Target. And I think there's also another exclusive for Best Buy, that's a Steelbook. I don't know if that Steelbook includes more content, but it looks really nice. Unfortunately, I got this one, and I'm fine with it. I'm not too picky about covers. My thing is really the movie and the special features. So, yeah, that's my review for Star Wars The Force Awakens. I loved it. Yes, it borrows a lot from Episode 4, but it's its own movie. It's not a replica. I don't think this movie is a scene-by-scene remake of that film. It borrows elements to reintroduce the characters to a new generation, to be brought back to this world of Star Wars. So I was really, really pleased with this film. I give Star Wars The Force Awakens an A. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. I will be doing a review very soon for the Star Wars Rogue One teaser trailer that was released a couple of days ago. Stay tuned for that. Until next time, bye.